back for another leg of the Palawan Tour. Leaving Puerto Princesa, we've got some passengers on board today who we need to take to Inagawan River airstrip. Okay, nobody coming. Got a big long runway, so we can set off from this intersection here. There's no need to taxi all the way back up to the start of it. We'll have plenty of room to take off. Well, I think we will. I'm sure we'll be fine. Okay, looking good. And we're up and away. Right then, a bit of news first for people who like watching explain videos, which is probably you, because you are currently watching an explain video. Anyway, a long time viewer and regular commenter on my uploads is a guy called Andy, who has just started his own YouTube channel. Now, if you go to the YouTube search bar and type in Andy's Adventures in Explain, I'm sure you'll find it, and I'm sure he would appreciate a view as well. Yeah, he's only got one short video so far, but I'm certain there will be more to come. Don't know about his plans, but in that one video he hasn't yet said the word bollocks. So it's nice to have competition and somebody else making videos, but I do remain the #1 Explain flying channel on YouTube for mentioning the word bollocks during my uploads. Nobody has yet out-bollocked me, so yep, yeah, Andy's Adventures in Explain. Go and have a look, but not yet. Finish watching this one first, then go and have a look later. So back to our flight. The destination today is Inagawan River, which can be a little tricky, although I'm absolutely confident we will be fine today. With the terrain and runway length, it's kind of a one-way airport. Now, if you took a slower single engine kind of thing, the default 172 or something like that, it's not going to be too hard. Yeah, because this really is a single engine kind of destination. You do need to be turning left through the trees all the way to the threshold to make use of the entire runway length. But for a single engine aircraft, that's not too difficult. You can land a little bit longer and you should still have plenty of room to slow down. In a faster and larger twin, that makes things a little more, let's say, challenging, but not to worry, even though we are in possibly the worst of all twin aircraft due to the really low prop clearance with the ground on this one. No, it will be fine. And we have a wind of 14 knots, which will be mostly coming from behind us as a tailwind. This isn't a problem. I've flown into smaller airfields in worse weather than this before. Okay, I crashed when I did that, but not today. This one will be totally fine, trust me. Yeah, so the reason for the flight is sat behind me are two members of the negotiation team, an organisation run by our glorious and wonderful leader here in Palawan, General Bumberg. Now, apparently a coffee shop owner at Inagawan River was given the tremendous privilege of gifting the majority shareholding in his business to President Bomberg, although for some mysterious reason he said no. So the president has decided to send people to see if they could convince the owner of how amazing it is going into partnership with General Bomberg by gifting her the majority of the shares. And to explain all those benefits to the owner, I've got the two negotiators on board, who have with them a small folder of paperwork, some handguns, 2 assault rifles, a rocket launcher, a small box of grenades, and a plastic bag with the word biohazard written on it. You know, just fairly standard tools when you need to convince somebody that they may have made a tiny error of judgment in their original decision to deny a request by our benevolent General Bomberg. I'm sure the owner will come round to the correct way of thinking when the negotiators do show up. Some of the General Bomberg's Air Force over there. Yet now we have made it to the right valley where the river and the airfield are. Now what we're looking out for is a big radio mast, which is a visual landmark for the approach. Pass by the mast with that on your left hand side, and then make the slow left turn through the clearing in the trees down to the runway. Still 14 knots of tailwind, but that's totally fine. Absolutely nothing to worry about at all with that. It's typical weather for this time of year in Palawan. Yeah, we're all used to that. So here's our radio mast. So we're doing okay. Yeah, we're low enough. Speed's okay. All configured with flaps and landing gear. Just need to keep low and skim the bushes in this approach clearing, which we're doing very nicely. Hey, bollocks! And oh, for God's sake. So yeah, as I said, this place was more designed for a single engine aircraft, and we now only have a single engine that works, so that's got kind of good, really, isn't it? Yeah. And that's another leg of the tour complete, so go and check out Andy's channel while you're waiting for the next leg of the Palawan Tour here, which will no doubt be equally as amazingly successful as this one was. Yeah, guys, should we be worried that the biohazard plastic bag seems to have split open? I'm